Hi guys, today is Friday, October 2nd. Yesterday was Thursday. Tomorrow will be Saturday. It is October 2nd. It says in 1950, the comic strip Peanuts, which was written by Charles M. Schulz, was first published in newspapers. So 1950, Peanuts was published in newspapers. I know it's pretty popular. Still to this day, there's a lot of Charlie Brown stuff.
Can't wait for Charlie and the Pumpkin. It's my favorite.
What's it called? It's the Great Pumpkin,
The
Charlie?
Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Oh, I just remember having to go through all of them with you know who
Mm-hmm.
when he would want us to recite them all. So today is National, we're not going to tell any of our custodians here, but it's National Custodial Workers Day. Is October 2nd. Just kidding. Tyler came and cleaned up Miss Chrissy's coffee creamer mess yesterday, so we'll give him a pat on the back for that. So our discussion questions, do you know a custodian? Of course. We have Mr. Bob, Mr. Tyler, Mr. Pete, Mr. Joe, and Mr. Kevin here. And then Mr. Frank is their boss. What do custodians do? They fix things, they clean things, and they help to keep the school in running order for the most part. Our custodians lately have been cleaning out the SSA department for the renovations that are supposed to begin. And where do custodians work? Custodians work at school. There's also custodians at businesses, like bigger business office buildings to keep the office buildings clean. Hospitals have custodians to help keep the halls and the rooms clean. Sentence time, it says custodians help keep schools clean. And then we think custodians are helpful, they are workers, and they are amazing. So National Custodial Workers Day. All right. Last day to do our number of the week is 3. Number 3, spelled T-H-R-E-E. 1, 2, 3. Our letter of the week is C, cloud. C, capital C, lowercase c, cloud. Our shape of the week is a semicircle or a half of a circle. So here's half of a circle. A popular semicircle shape is an igloo. An igloo is half of a circle.
A taco is also half a circle.
I know.
Like,
That
looks like a
That
taco.
looks like a taco. They should have made it a taco.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, definitely. Our core word of the week is what? What did you say? I do that a lot all day when people are wearing masks. I can't hear you. So, and then do not touch. Do not touch is on surfaces that we should not touch. So hot surfaces, electrical surfaces, it could be on chemicals, it could be on all kinds of things. So do not touch. I feel like I'm saying do not touch to my 2-year-old all day long. And she throws a fit and throws herself on the ground. All right, so let's do the weather.
So still chilly. I think it's only going up to like the lower 60s today. So we'll keep his jeans and sweater on. It's cloudy again today. So our sunshine is gone once again. So it's cloudy. And it is, I'm going to say it's cold. Let's just say it's cold. No longer cold, it's cold. So it's cold and cloudy. Welcome to October.
All right, so we're going to read through a couple more of our community workers flashcards. We will talk about today factory workers. Factory workers still had to report to work during the pandemic because how else would we get our supplies? I know some factories shut down because they had large cases of coronavirus workers, but factory workers still had to go to work. It says, do you like repetitive work, putting things together, using large or heavy machinery, and working with others? Your requirements are basic reading and math skills, attention to detail, good organizational skills, and often requires physical strength. You have to assemble and pack products, fill orders, maintain records, prepare shipments, and accept deliveries. Make sure that orders have been filled correctly, move shipments to the proper department, warehouse section, or stockroom, and prepare shipping documents and mailing labels. Hi, Miss Teresa. We're going to finish up with reading our community workers, and then you can come and sit in with us.
Okay.
All right, so a factory worker uses a forklift. This is a forklift over here. Sorry, I'm backwards on my screen. Forklift, a lifting belt to lift heavy items, and a conveyor belt to help package items. Another community worker is a delivery person, my favorite people to see.
I was just gonna say, Miss Tara sees a lot of delivery workers.
Oh, my UPS driver and my mailman know me by name. Not that they can't see my name on the package, but we know each other pretty well. My UPS driver has a son the same age as my daughter. We know each other really well. So you have to like driving, traveling to new places, spending time by yourself, and helping people get packages on time. You need to have a high school diploma, a commercial driver's license, and drive a truck safely, able to keep accurate records and read road maps, and able to lift heavy boxes. Some tools for some delivery people. These are silly tools. A commercial driver's license, sunglasses, and a handheld computer. That's where they scan all their packages to say that you've received your package. Another community worker is a doctor. All right, a doctor. So do you like taking care of people, making quick decisions and responding to emergencies, and being dedicated to your career? That was the reason I didn't become a doctor, is because they spend way too much time in the hospital. So college degree or 4 years and 4 years of medical school. It's a lot longer than that.
Yeah.
It's like 7 years of med school. That was, well, I guess it is 4 years of med school and then 3 years of residency. So that's 7 years total. Internship and residency working with experienced doctors, pass a state licensing exam, and intelligence, good listening skills, and sensitivity to the needs of others. Some tools. You need an otoscope. You can look in eardrums and noses and throats with those. A prescription pad. They don't really use these anymore. It's all electronic. And then a reflex hammer. They just used this on my son at his 7-year checkup, and he thought it was hilarious. So. All right, one more. We'll do a judge. So judges also had to report to work during the shutdown because people still need to go to jail. Do you like being in charge, analyzing evidence, making difficult decisions, and keeping people safe from criminals? A college degree and work experience is required, usually a law degree. Elected or appointed to the bench, and able to make fair decisions and able to work with all people. Some tools that a judge would use is a ballot. It's a form that lists all the candidates running for a particular office. A judge is voted into the office by people, so that's why you use a ballot. A law book. A law book describes different laws and legal cases. And a briefcase. That's where you carry all of your official judging things. All right, so Miss Teresa is going to do some physical therapy with us today, and then we will do our craft, and then I will read our last community helpers book, and then we are done for the day. Ready?
I'm ready.
What are we doing today?
Hi, it's Miss Teresa from PT, and today we're going to take a look at what you brought home last week in your student packet from physical therapy. And you would have found in that packet a bag of rice, which had some directions stapled to it on how to make a hot pack using rice and a sock. So I thought I'd go over that with you today. And Tara, if you want to hold this so the camera can see and you do
Sure.
what I ask you to do.
Sure.
So we show them at home how to make a rice pack heating pad. Okay, so you need to get a plastic cup or a plastic container. This is a container like maybe macaroni salad or something came in. It works nice because it has a nice wide opening. And you need to get, we all have those socks where we lost the match and we have just a single sock. So you want to grab one of those and you want to put it down inside the container and fold the edge over the lip of the container. And if you'll see right in there, that gives us a nice big opening for pouring our rice. This rice has been pre-measured at 2 cups. And we just start to pour that in there. Pour it all the way until it's full, and then if you'll just shake it down, it'll go down some more. Make room. Thank you. You'll shake it down a little bit more. So you see that when you shake it, it helps it to settle down into the sock because it will all fit in there. If you use like...
I'm zooming right now. Can you give me a second?
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you use a tube sock, something that's nice and long. Okay, and then what Tara's going to do next, hold the cup for me. We're going to take this off of the lip of that plastic container, and you'll see now I have a sock full of rice, which will become our hot pack. We're going to tie a knot. Now, we don't want to tie the knot way down here where this is very, very tight. You want to give it just a little room so the rice can move around in there. That way it'll form real nice over the body part when you apply the hot pack. And you want to tie
it? Or you
them.
want me to
I'll
hold
tie. Okay, when you tie, I gave you a little piece of string in your do-it-yourself hot pack kit. You'll tie it pretty snug. And just for safety, just to make sure rice doesn't end up all over our houses, which none of us would be happy about, tie a few knots in there. And this is just cotton string, so it'll have no trouble going in the microwave. Okay, and there's your hot pack. And what I'd like you to do is to take that hot pack once you have it made and put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. We timed it here at school and we found that 30 seconds was a really good estimate. We do understand that everyone's microwave might be a little different. So heat your hot pack for 30 seconds and then mom, dad, caregiver, guardian, try it on your own skin first. Make sure that it's a comfortable heat. Should be. It might make your skin a little bit pink because it is heat and it increases the blood flow to that area, but it shouldn't make it an angry red. If it's an angry red, then you know for sure it's just too hot. But test it on yourself. And when you confirm that you think it's a good temperature to try with your child, you can use this just like a hot pack. So we love hot packs for the reason that they relieve pain, they decrease joint stiffness, they increase flexibility, and they're also just soothing and relaxing. So hot packs have a lot of therapeutic uses. And our idea here with trying to do some virtual therapy is to bring some things into your home that you could use to help provide therapy for your child, things that you can use at home, things like we use here at our school. Now there's a few precautionary things I want to tell you about. One is if your child has a medication patch, sometimes it's on their arm, sometimes it's up behind their ear, you never want to put a hot pack over top of a medication patch because it would increase the distribution of that medication. So you never put it over a medication skin patch. Also, you never want to put a hot pack over a scratched or open area. If there's a little cut or a little scratch, don't use a hot pack in that area. The other thing is you never want to use it in the facial area because some people might say, oh, I think my child has a headache. I'm going to put it right here. Really, it's not recommended to put the hot pack in the facial areas. Okay, so now we'll talk about when do we use the hot pack. Hot packs, like I said, is for pain, a joint stiffness, relaxation. So if I know that Tara is my student today, woke up and she's really tight today, her tone is tight and her arms are really pulled in.
Always.
She said always. Then a hot pack is a great tool for me to use in this situation. I would heat it for 30 seconds. I would lay something over her arm first, perhaps a towel, a washcloth, a pillowcase, something like that. You never want to lay the hot pack directly on her skin. And, you know, yeah, say she's real stiff and she's pulling her arms in, I would maybe put the hot pack here and just have her arm resting on her tray, or if she's inside lying, it could just be resting on the mat. And we leave it on that hot pack on for 15 to 30 minutes. You do want to check it after 15 minutes, make sure there's no redness, but you can leave it on up to 30 minutes. A hot pack will stay warm that long. And then after 30 minutes, you take the hot pack off. And now I'm able to, with one hand on one side of the joint, one hand on the other, I can just do some nice range of motion. And typically when you apply a hot pack, you'll notice that in this case, the arm or the muscle will relax and you will get more range of motion, and it will help limber up the joint. So it's a great hot pack. A hot pack's a great treatment for our tight, stiff joints. Another good thing for hot pack, when we talked about pain, some of our kids that tend to turn one way more often than the other way, they get really tight and through their muscles in their shoulders and their neck, and this is a great thing to apply to the neck area. If you had 2 pairs of socks and you wanted to make a second one, you could actually wrap it all the way around the neck area. And again, you want to be sure that there's a washcloth or something underneath there, a towel, something dry, and then put the heat on. And you're going to leave it on there, check it after 15 minutes. Leave it on for up to 30 minutes, take it off. And then this is the way that you could do a nice stretch. You'd put a hand on the shoulder, a hand up here on the over the ear and the temple area, and you just pull your arms gently apart. I always watch the kids' faces. I can see Tara's making a little face, so maybe I would back up a little bit because I do know she gets sore. But it's a nice stretch for the kids, and that hot pack helps to facilitate the stretch. It can also be used on hamstrings, can be used on your back. If a child is having their monthly cycle, or maybe they're having a tummy ache for some reason that day, hot packs sometimes can give you some pain relief if you just lay it over the belly. The other thing I want to caution you for is you never want to lay the child on the hot pack. So if they're laying in bed, you don't want to put it under their back and have them lay on it. You also, there was another way. So if you wanted to put it on a child's low back, that you know that they get really sore down there, I would have them either in prone or side laying to do that application. Okay, I think that's everything. If you have any questions, please give me a call. I'll be glad to answer them. Also, if you look at your packet, there's directions stapled to the front of your rice bag. And on that directions sheet at the bottom is a URL, and it's for a YouTube video that shows you step by step how to make this sock rice pack.
I think I shared it to the YouTube channel.
Right.
Let me see. Oh no, I did the balloon one. The rice pack one I wasn't able to save and share. So,
I can come down and give it to you and you're going to send it out.
well, I have the link, but sometimes like you can save a video off of YouTube and you can share it, and it wasn't. I think it's because that was a licensed one.
Oh, could be.
It was from like St. Jude or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
But I did send the link out in an email so you guys can watch it, but it's not on the YouTube channel.
But you can tune into it with that URL.
Yeah.
And I like that Tara mentioned that these information, this directions, the precautions, the how to apply heat safely to young children has all been taken from the St. Jude's site. So that was our reference.
Yeah. So I will link it again in the description of this video for today. And that way you guys have access to how to make it and how to use it.
And Tara had a great idea. She said, you could also put a drop or two of the oil,
essential oils.
the essential oils, and you could have your smell like lavender or some of the other soothing, calming, relaxing type oils. I did not do that because I didn't know if anyone maybe would have an allergy to that type of thing.
Yeah.
But if you want to and you think it's okay, it's something you surely could try. It just might make it that much nicer.
We have a lot of essential oils at my house. I use them for treating like muscle cramps and things like that with my kids. My 7-year-old's going through growth spurts.
Oh, and they
they're
get the growth
really
pains.
terrible. So like lavender, lemongrass, what's the rosewood oil? Something, and there's some other ones. If you guys
You're
have
well
questions.
versed in it. I knew lavender because I know that's a really popular one for relaxation.
There's one that is really popular. for muscle cramping, and I can't think of what it is off the top of my head, but because we have a blend of it, I blend it and then use a roll-on for Jason's
Okay.
legs.
Okay.
Because he'll wake up in the middle of the night, you know, with
Yes.
cramping and
Oh.
stuff like that. So, but he's getting super tall, so you
He's
know,
growing. I could tell from
yeah,
your pictures. And
it's
so is
it's
Tegan.
pretty expected that he's gonna have, you know, growing pains and things like that. And I know our kids still have growing pains. I mean, Evan is shooting up like a little
He sure
weed.
is. I think
So-
Evan would really like this rice pack. I could
Yeah.
see that that's that could
So,
really make Evan
So I think these are
Feel
a
better.
great idea for the kids. We use them a lot at our house too. So
Okay, and I gave a packet to you so you can make one to have here in the classroom. too.
yep, we have some here.
All right,
So
well, thanks, and enjoy your use of the hot packs. And it's okay, Mom, if you want to share and try it out on yourself too.
yeah, please. We all need a little relaxation.
We
every
all
once
need
in
a
a while.
little relaxation.
All right.
Okay, we'll see you next week.
All right, so we have 2 things left for today. Miss Chrissy is going to show you how to do our craft for the week. It's super cute. And then I have a Helpers in the Community book. And then we are done for the day. Thanks, Miss Teresa.
Okay, so this is what your end result is going to look like.
Super cute little
We're
animals.
gonna make each one so you can see they're really easy to do. I tried to pick out animals for each one of you that I thought matched each one of you. So, first we're gonna do, some of you have this, some of you don't. I think that's a rabbit. Is that a rabbit?
Yeah. There was like 12 different animals we could choose
Yes.
from. So we just kind of gave you guys 4 of them that we liked. And
Yeah. So first you're gonna put your little outfit on. The glue was open.
if you guys are running out of supplies, if you need glue or
Yes,
anything like that, please let us know. We'll
know.
get some from the office and put them in your pack.
So you're just gonna lay it right on top, like a little outfit. And then his hat. I found it was easier to glue like on top of their head here, because that's really the only place
It's
where
hard to glue
yeah.
up and down like that.
it's really the only place the hat touches. You're just gonna go like that. And now he's a policeman. Our next one is the nurse. So once again, just put the glue like a little bit right on top of there. And put the hat on, like so. And then just put some glue on their body. And I'll place that. This is really hard to do when you're
Backwards and up.
yeah. And now we have a nurse. Next is our firefighter. Again, just glue his body, just a little bit. Glue goes a long way. Put them on top there. And give him a little fire hat. And last is our postal worker. It's Jenna's favorite person right now. Brings her all of her goodies. Put it on.
Last year we did a similar craft to this, but we used the kids' faces instead of animals. So it was a lot cuter. But I didn't have
Here's
updated
our postal
pictures.
worker.
And then I haven't had some of the students in a couple years, so I don't have great pictures. If you guys want to send me a picture and we can start using those for crafts, if you have a really good picture that you like of your kid, send it to me and we'll start using the kids' pictures for crafts. But if you could, complete your craft, send it back to us. We'd love to start hanging stuff in the hallways. So
Yeah, we really want to start seeing like your crafts done. If you could send them back to us, that's what a lot of the classrooms are doing. putting them up on a bulletin board so we can still see, because that's what we do if you guys were here. We would put your project out in the hallway and let them see it. So yeah, just however you want to do it, spatter them. I just wrote that down there. You don't have to if you don't want to. But that's it.
All right, and our last thing of the day, we have helpers in my community. So it says, what is a community? It says, a community is a place where many people live and work together. Community helpers are people who make communities cleaner, safer, and better. Who are the helpers in your community? Some community helpers are builders, doctors, teachers, and librarians. All these people help you. It says buildings and roads. Communities need buildings where people can live or work. Builders build houses, offices, schools, and stores. They also build roads and bridges. Builders use these machines to do their work: a bulldozer, a digger, a crane, and a cement mixer. Electricity and water. People in a community need electricity. Lights, computers, television sets, and many other things cannot work without it. Electricians are people who make sure that communities have the electricity they need. People need clean water in their homes. They drink water and use it to have baths and to wash their clothes. Plumbers are community helpers who put in the pipes that carry the water to our homes. Teachers and librarians. Teachers make learning fun and exciting. They teach us how to read and write. They teach us math, science, and social studies. Librarians help us find the books that we need. Some librarians work in schools, and some librarians work in community libraries. Other school helpers. Some children walk to school. Crossing guards make sure children cross the road safely. School bus drivers drive some children from home to school. School nurses take care of children who are sick. Principals make sure that everyone follows the school rules. And caretakers clean schools and fix things. Who are your school helpers? There's a school nurse and a principal. Medical helpers are doctors, nurses, and other people who keep us healthy. Some medical helpers work in offices. Others work in hospitals. Dentists are doctors who care for our teeth. They check our teeth and fix them. They teach us how to have healthy mouths. Emergency helpers. Emergencies are dangerous things that happen suddenly. Emergency workers help find people and take them away from danger. Paramedics bring sick or hurt people to the hospitals. They take them to the hospitals quickly in ambulances. They care for the people until they arrive at the hospital. Firefighters. Firefighters fight fires in buildings. They also fight forest fires. They rescue people and animals. They risk their lives to help others. Firefighters drive big trucks to fires. Police officers. Police officers protect people in their communities. They make sure that people do not break the law. They help people who are in trouble. Police officers talk to children about how to be safe in their communities. Kind helpers. Volunteers are kind people who help other people. They do not get paid for their work, but their jobs are very important. You can be a volunteer too. You can help the earth by planting trees or picking up trash. How else can you help? And that's the end. All right, guys, have a great Friday. We will see you on Monday. Bye.